the address of this place that he had purchased to share with this backwoods bitch, 9 miles from my house in Livingston. And they're living the high life. I went to the house, a beautiful house with a 3-car garage. I was cupping my eyes at every window. Oh, okay, not my house, but this is a good come up for a 32-year-old woman.
Most people follow Wendy Williams because of her show and incredible books, but behind all of that have been some pretty serious marital issues that have now just resurfaced. Apparently, her ex-husband, the same person that cheated on her, seems to have now filed a new lawsuit against her regarding the details of their separation and divorce. And if you thought things couldn't possibly get wilder with their marriage, then I have some news that will leave you gaping. So if you want to get the juice on this case, then stick around with me till the end of the video. Most people would agree that marriage comes with its own sack of complications. However, it seems even divorce comes with its own ups and downs, as in the case of Wendy Williams and her ex-husband. According to reports, the ex, Kevin Hunter, has now filed a new legal document, but the basis of that filing is what will shock you. Per the reports, Wendy's ex claimed his monthly payments, which were made by the star as agreed to in their divorce, suddenly stopped in February 2022, and now not only is he unable to pay his bills, but he is also facing a home foreclosure. Now, in the new court document, Kevin asked that the court order Wendy's guardian to make payments as contractually required under the MSA and severance agreement. As the Sun first exclusively reported, Wendy was placed in a financial guardianship earlier this year. In his filing, Kevin told the court that he 100% depends on the payments, which were agreed to in their marital settlement agreement. To live, I have fallen behind on most of my bills. I currently live in a community that requires payments to the homeowners association, and I'm behind on that bill. If the homeowners association fees are not paid, foreclosure will soon follow, Kevin said in his pleading to the court about the home he shares with his mistress and their love child. My car insurance hasn't been paid as a result of not receiving monthly severance payments. I'm behind on credit card payments because I have no money since the severance payments were suspended, Kevin continued in his filing. My life has been greatly affected since the plaintiff stopped making payments under our settlement agreement, Wendy's ex-husband added. On top of the myriad of pressing financial matters Wendy's ex claimed he was facing, he also alleged that he doesn't have health insurance. Specifically, the father of 2 claimed that he needs hip surgery which he can't afford without insurance and as a result of non-treatment. He lives with daily pain. The fact that I am unable to sustain my life and pay my bills in order is extremely emergent to me. I cannot pay my bills and sustain my day-to-day living. Kevin also argued he was never given any reason by Wendy's guardian as to why the payments had ceased in the first place. In pushing back on Kevin's demand for payment, The Sun exclusively revealed earlier this week that the ex-TV host's attorney filed that the star has not had income from the Wendy Williams show since October of 2021, just 1 month into what would be an entire season of the show going on in her absence. On October 15, 2021, plaintiff was informed by Talk WW that her contract was being suspended and that no compensation shall accrue or be payable to the plaintiff for the duration of the plaintiff's disability and incapacity. Wendy's attorney wrote. The former talk show host's attorney went on to cite the divorce settlement agreement she and Kevin signed back in January 2020. If, for any reason, plaintiff's contract with Talk WW is not renewed or is otherwise suspended, canceled, or terminated and plaintiff does not have any other television show being aired and paying her an equivalent salary, defendant understands and agrees that all severance payments shall be subject to either termination or modification, Wendy's attorney said in citing the ex's agreement. Wendy's attorney continued that her client has not received a salary from Talk WW since October of 2021 and that she presently has no other television show being aired and paying her any income, let alone an equivalent salary. Of course, this tale from Wendy's defense actually checks out because her absence from her show began in September at the start of her fall 2021 season, and then days later she was hospitalized for a psychiatric evaluation. And considering she was making $55,000 an episode and a total of $10 million in a year, it's only expected that her finances would be shaken. Speaking of her finances, there have also been some discoveries on that front too. Specifically, reports have revealed that Wells Fargo froze Wendy's accounts in January of this year over concerns that Wendy was of unsound mind, and the bank suspected financial exploitation, dementia, or undue influence. And then shortly after, it was revealed in May that Wendy had subsequently been placed in a financial guardianship. According to the reports, all of these problems that seem to be facing the star are all tied to her health crisis. You see, Wendy was absent for the entirety of her final season of The Wendy Williams Show as she battled a myriad of health issues, including Graves' disease, lymphedema, and substance abuse. Her longtime production company, Deborah Mercury, announced that her show was officially canceled earlier this summer and that Wendy's time slot would be going to her former guest host, Sherry Shepherd. Things got so bad that sources allege she had spent 2 months in a Malibu, California rehab treating severe alcoholism. The host, who had previously claimed she was sober, had a number of public incidents involving alcohol before she checked into rehab for severe alcoholism in August. Alcohol has been a real struggle for her over the past several years. She is battling severe alcohol abuse mixed with serious health issues, one insider close to the star claimed about her rehab stay. She was being treated for extreme alcohol abuse. She has had numerous doctors who have told her for years, if you drink, you'll die. She never really wanted to stop, and the people around her in New York allowed her to keep drinking. So considering that she's lost her major source of income because of her problems, this poses a new challenge for her ex-husband who's looking to get more money from her. Because even apart from the fact that she's had no influx of money for a while now, there is also the fact that she hasn't even been in charge of her account for the most part of the last couple of months. Legal experts have also revealed that the case might actually be revisited, considering Kevin was the one who stepped out of the marriage. For the original story of how the divorce came, Kevin was the one who cheated on the star, and it didn't even happen just once. Specifically, Williams and Hunter met in 1994 while Williams was hosting a kids' skating party in New York City. The two fell in love quickly and within months of dating became pregnant with their first child. Unfortunately, Williams would suffer a miscarriage at 5 months. Later down the line, the pair actually had a baby, their son, Kevin Jr., who was born in 2000. But just 2 months into motherhood, Williams discovered Hunter had an affair. She recalled the discovery in her Lifetime documentary Wendy Williams. What a mess. I wake up like 2 in the morning to go in the bathroom. I just delivered him like 2 months ago. Big Kev wasn't in the bed, and then I walked into little Kev's nursery and I hear my husband talking greasy on the phone up in one of the guest rooms. Williams explains. And he was clearly talking to a girl. And then I lose it. He told me it was some girl, some bank teller he met at a bank. He's ending it and so on and so forth, and I honestly believe that. Williams says she forgave Hunter for the sake of their family and because she truly loved him. However, despite Williams forgiving Hunter, his cheating ways did not stop. She told Billy Bush in a recent interview that Hunter cheated throughout their marriage. And this was proven to her after she hired a private investigator who revealed to her that Hunter's long-term mistress was pregnant with his child. And that was it for her. Now, considering all of that, it seems unfair to most people that Williams still has to take care of him and his other responsibilities. However, to some others, Kevin cheating on her might have been the major factor responsible for how things have currently deteriorated. Like this user who wrote, "This doc was hard to watch and it made me feel like she doesn't have anyone protecting her still. She was so in her grief, I wish she had waited a little while to make this movie. Let's hope she has the strength to get over this, and as for Kevin, we'll probably still hear about more filings from him pretty soon." That's it for this video. Goodbye.